Hey guys, it's Hiraeth here, and welcome to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to go and show you guys my new plant collection. I don't know why, the last couple weeks I've been kind of fascinated with plants, and I've been really wanting to get into kind of more so the rare ones for some reason. Oh, also, by the way, I apologize if you can see my cat. Also, that's why all the blankets are there. He loves sleeping on that table for some reason, so if you see him move, that's why. But yeah, I have a little bit of a collection going on right now, and my mom is supposed to be sending me a box from Florida, and I figured I might want to do this now while I have the chance. So, I don't know actually how. Oh, I have one more on the way. I have one plant that I haven't received quite yet, and some that I just got the other day, so I'm a little bit indecisive of which one's which. But yeah, let's just get right into it. My very first one that I got was, I don't know which one actually came in first, but I just potted it. I propagated it in water for a while, and fair warning, I don't know if this was something dumb to do, but this is a Monastera, just a basic Monastera, and it came in a little bit damaged. It was sent in a bag, and the post office folded the bag in half basically, and the leaves got bent. So I made these makeshift splints, if you will. I figured if I kept it straight where nutrients and everything could still go through the leaf instead of it just being bent over and just eventually dying, that would be helpful. And I'm not too sure if it helped or if it was just a dumb idea, but I felt like I helped it in a way. But yeah, this is my lovely guy. He is doing pretty good. A little bit curling of the leaves, but this, I don't know if it'll ever really kind of straighten back out again. This one's been doing pretty well. I'm excited for the new leaf. There's one that should be coming out here pretty soon. It looks like it's just making its way out. But yeah, I've had this for a little bit. I'm excited to see how big it gets. And it's still acclimating, obviously, to that pot. All my plants, whenever I get them, especially when they come in bare root or in like moss, I put them in water. So some of these are still going to be in water because one, they either don't have roots yet, or I'm waiting for the root systems to get more established, basically. So there's that. Here is my elbow Syngonium. Love this little thing. This thing wasn't looking the best when I got it. It there's a little seed in this. Oh my goodness, on the soil. But yeah, it's perked right back up. There's no damage to the leaf or anything, and actually has a secondary leaf that's opening up. I just potted this one as well yesterday, so we'll see how it goes. It looks so cute. It's so small and dinky. I know the first one after our cutting typically ends up being smaller, so we'll see how that one goes. There's also a new leaf coming out on this as well, so I'm excited to see this thing just keep going and going. I can't, like, also the growth on these things, on a lot of these, or I guess a few of them I should say, has been crazy. Like, so this one came with this leaf, but this new leaf that's coming in is all brand new. The new leaf on the Monastera, all brand new. And on my next one that I have is a silver sword philodendron. This little guy. Got it as a node with the leaf and root system. But this one also, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, this little thing sticking out is a brand new leaf. And it's coming quick with a fury. And it'll be interesting to see that thing come out. I'm hoping to keep it pretty silver. One thing, I don't know if it's necessary, this is something that I did when I was shopping, but I was focusing on the silver swords that actually looked silver, which I'm pretty sure even if you get one that looks pretty green, that you can just adjust your lighting and it'll even out. But I like how silver this one looks already. And I'm excited for the leaves to get bigger. Oh, but yeah. I think everything came rooted for the most part. Yeah. Silver sword philodendron. I think I'll save my my most expensive one for last. I'm telling you, I have a problem already, and the stuff that my mom's gonna be sending me, I can only imagine. The next one that I have, actually I have quite a few because I cut it up, is a Black Raven ZZ plant. I'm trying to see, I originally got this, oh, I think I actually have some. I don't know yet. It's gonna be a while. But basically I got this as a one long plant, and if I still have the picture, and by long plant I mean like I think it was 6 or 7 inches long. But I had it just sitting in water. I know that these things take forever to really root. It typically takes like weeks for them to root, and I'm kind of an impatient person, and I kind of wanted some more insurance. So I cut it down into different little segments, and it looks like I'm finally getting possibly some roots. I'm just checking to make sure that's not rotting. Yeah, so each section that there's 2 leaves, you can pretty much cut off and then either propagate in water or sphagnum moss or perlite or whatever your medium preference is. But yeah, I've had these the same amount of time as the silver sword, I think. So not too long, but yeah, I'm just hoping that these things will start rooting soon because I'm too impatient for that. I've been tempted to put some in some this sphagnum moss as well, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. But yeah, really cool. This is an all black plant where the leaves are. Pretty much they come out, so when it's sprouting, the leaves are like pretty green. I think they're pretty much like a lime green. And then the older they are, as well as the lighting, they turn into these hardened black leaves, and it's really cool. It's really pretty. I definitely recommend. And I think from the research that I was doing, these are actually a really good plant. They're very sturdy, and they don't need a lot of attention or anything. They're pretty self-sufficient. Yeah, we'll see. I probably will do like an update video in like a couple weeks whenever everything's all, I don't know, established. And I'll probably do another update video after I get all my mom's stuff as well. So the next one, oh my goodness. Okay, so this has actually 3 different philodendrons in there. Ooh, that one's about to have another leaf. But this right here, this lime one, is a lemon lime philodendron. This one I got as a cutting with a little bit of root, and pretty much all that really long white one is all brand new. And I got this like a week ago. So this one is growing like crazy. I'm really happy with that one. This one is, get it out. This one is just a heart leaf philodendron. Just a basic one. No visible roots quite yet, but it's still going strong. There's no rot on it or anything like that. I'm hoping that this actually works. There's no yellowing, there's no darkening of the leaf, so I'm just assuming that there's going to be some roots coming in soon. Fingers crossed, you know? And this one right here is a Brandy. This one actually has a new leaf coming in. And look at that leaf. And also a very nice root system starting. I've been very tempted just to plant these already, so there's not too much shock from going from water to soil, but haven't quite. Oh, actually, now that I'm looking at this, oh, maybe it is a leaf. I was thinking that this might have been from this. I totally didn't even like realize that was this is an actual full-on node. Yeah, we'll see what happens with this. The leaf did come damaged, that little hole, but I'm not too concerned with it. It's thriving really well. There's a little bit of browning on it, but it's fine. And all right, showed everything in here: lemon, lime, heart leaf, and the Brandy. And then we have some more philodendrons. These ones are a little dinky ones, so I'll pull them out for you. So this one, which has a little baby leaf, it is the cutest freaking thing in the world. I cannot get over it. This is a Philodendron Mikins. So this one's gonna have the nice velvety leaves. It is a little bit velvety right now, but I feel like once they get bigger and more established, this one's gonna be absolutely beautiful. But this one's just growing like crazy. I think this one might have came with a little baby leaf, but I think it was just kind of still cocooned up, and it's now fully almost, it's dropped and it's almost unfurled completely. It does have little baby roots on it. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to see those. Here. But my lighting's probably washing it out too much. But they do have two little nubs. Yeah, I'm excited for this. This one's going to be absolutely beautiful. The leaves are going to be amazing. The next two, I'm actually not too sure which one's which. I'm pretty sure this one, if I can get it without touching it too much, which also has a brand new leaf. I didn't even realize that because it's pretty light still. But I'm pretty sure this one is the Brazil. Just from the colorings on it. Does have little roots kind of starting. And a new leaf, I think, is about to come out, which is really cool. Yeah, this one's still very, I can't explain the texture of them too much. The leaves on them end up being pretty waxy, but nothing like too crazy. And oh my goodness, please unravel yourself. Please. Oh no. What have I done? Created mayhem. Mayhem. Okay. So there's that. Now this one, this is how I got it. I'm pretty sure this is the silver stripe. So I pretty much got this in like a package of a whole bunch of philodendrons. And I'm pretty sure this is the, oh, actually, oh, heck yeah. No, never mind. I just psyched myself out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the silver stripe. It came with the little, I'm assuming that's the aerial root that it had. No activity from it yet. I've been trying to keep it in some water, encourage some growth. I'm not seeing anything on it as of right now for any signs of life. Even the coloring of it is a little bit concerning, so I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. I might put this in with some moss maybe. I get concerned leaving I guess I would consider this a wet stick. I get concerned leaving them just in water because I feel like they just rot, but that's what I've had it in so far. And I don't feel anything that's concerning on it. There's no like blackening, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end up moving this to a little bit more controlled area. But yeah, that's all of those. And then I only have one more left, I think. I do have some other small plants that I've started from seed, which I guess I could just go and grab and show you guys as well. But the last one, actually no, I'll grab those real quick, and then I'll show you guys. All right, so I went and grabbed the pots that I grew from seeds. Now, this whole entire plant journey started with me wanting to start plants from seeds, and the longer I've done it, the more frustrated I've gotten, to be honest. I've had so it hasn't been completely bad. It's just starting things from seeds is so hard for me, and I don't know if it's because of my location. I actually have really bad lighting here, and I ended up creating like a little grow area right over here behind my computer, which I'll probably show eventually. I have some new things getting brought are being shipped here right now to hopefully upgrade it a little bit better, but like my apartment isn't facing good sun basically. I don't have any east to west windows, so I have to kind of makeshift light. I could put things outside, I just feel like that they're not going to get as much good lighting, and this way I can control it, and I can even like taper it off if I want to. And it was really cheap lighting too, so I feel like it's a win-win. I can give the best lighting possible instead of some maybe makeshift stuff. And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to put it out like any of my plants outside. Eventually I do want to put them outside just once they've gotten more established, obviously. But when they're small like this and they kind of need all of like the little babying that they possibly can, I just want to give it to them. But yeah, so the seeds that I did have success rates with, at least at this point, I still have some, like I got these seeds back months ago, probably 3-4 months ago, maybe even longer than that. And I've been trying to germinate them on just like a paper towel with some water, sealed in a Ziploc baggie to try to get some of that, humidity going. Some of them obviously have like specifics that they want done to open up the shells basically. I wanted to grow some strawberries and blueberries and just some stuff that I could use around the house, I guess. And if we were outside, we can just have like, a little snack or something. But most of that stuff didn't really take off. None of my strawberries, none of my blueberries. Lavender I've been struggling with. I had gotten some catnip for the little kitty boy, and that has not started yet. What else do I have? I think that actually might be all. I know I had two types of blueberries. Catnip blueberries. There has to be something else I'm not thinking of. But the ones that were successful is for one, cat grass. And I got this specifically for him because I wanted to have a treat that I could give him. I did make a makeshift like pole kind of to hold these up because they get so top heavy and I don't give him enough to like keep up with it. It doesn't grow the best, I'm not gonna lie. I've struggled with keeping these alive, but I think I've gotten to a point. My biggest thing is I like to water too much. So I have now gotten to a better schedule, I would say. And this thing is not yellowing anymore. It seems to be doing pretty well. It also probably has to do with the lighting, I'm not gonna lie. The lighting has gotten way better. I used to have this in the window and it just seems to be doing a lot better in general. I'm surprised he's not getting angry right now. Oh, he's sleeping. He's a sleepy boy. But yeah, catgrass was the first one. It's the easiest thing to start on. It's so easy. The next one that was super easy is my spearmint. Now these, I have a lot of little plants in here. And I even have more in the paper towel. I just stopped putting them in here because I felt like I didn't have enough room. But they're so small. Like, look at those little guys. They're so dinky. And they've been like this for like a week or two, if not more. And they just don't grow anymore. They're not root bound, obviously. There's plenty of space. So I'm wondering if there's just, I don't know. I'm being patient with them, but I have a feeling that it's going to be a long journey with these guys. And same goes with the next one, actually, the peppermint. I think these are going to be just as difficult as the spearmint. These ones look, I actually didn't have as many sprouts of the peppermint as I did the spearmint. But these ones look maybe a little bit bigger, to be honest. And I figured if I had just a whole bunch sprout, I'm perfectly okay with that. I can just break them up later. But yeah. Dinky little things. They started sprouting the same time as the spearmint, so. But I'm okay. I'll let them do their thing. And the last thing that I have going as far as the seedlings is my sage. I had a long time to take, or it took a decent amount of time for the seeds to sprout. But same thing with these things. It maybe has to do with the soil being too compressed and it can't grow as fast. That is one thing that I did change from my very beginning. I will show this right now. I have 3 little ones. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's one dead center in the middle, and then there's one up here, and then there's one down here. But every time that I see one sprout on the paper towel, I just shove it in the dirt. But they're super small. Yeah, just the 3. But in the beginning, I was using just the basic potting mix that I had purchased, which it did look like it had some perlite in it and some maybe some coconut fibers, so it did have some like moisture keeping in and some irrigation, but it was lacking a lot. So I've now gotten some orchid mix, which is pretty much just a whole bunch of bark and then some of the coconut fibers in there. So there's good irrigation. I've also been adding more perlite to my potting mix. So, but yeah, I might have to replant them. I might have to just start all over. I don't know yet. I'm just letting them do their own thing. And the last one that I have, I was a very big impulse buy, and I'm not gonna lie, this thing is giving me so much anxiety over the last couple of weeks. So I honestly thought this thing was doing pretty well. I'm not gonna pull it out of the mixture. Oh, but it feels like it wants to go. I'm so torn with this thing. So I jumped on the crazy wagon. I did it. I jumped on, and I invested in a Albo Monastera wet stick or node cutting. At least this one had a long aerial root. It was probably it is, I would say, about 3 inches long. And I originally had this thing in water. I'll show it to you guys. It looks bad, I know. I originally had this thing in water with just the root in, and I had a little bit of this blackened area. I had it touching the water a little bit because I saw that there was another spot where root could start. I'm so scared. But yeah, I had it like that. Actually, this was pretty close into the beginning. So I've probably had, I think my timeline is a little bit off. I think I've had the Monastera and the Syngonium and the Silver Sword and this for a month, I believe. And then all the Philodendrons I just, oh, and the ZZ I got within the last like 2 weeks, week and a half, give or take. But this thing was just, it was chilling. I did see that there was a small white spot, actually 2 white spots on the root. And I thought, ooh, this is gonna start rooting. It had been over a week and nothing really had changed. And basically it overnight, literally in a day, it started rotting. And I have no idea why. It had been perfectly fine. I always take it out of the water every single day because I love to see the changes, everything. So when everything was in their own glasses, I would just pull them out like every single day and look at the root systems grow. If there's any new leaves, I just enjoyed seeing the growing process. But this thing had been perfectly fine. Nothing had changed except for there was those 2 little white dots on the bottom of the root. And then I was gone, not yesterday, but the day before. I was gone all day, turned on the light when I left in the morning, and then when I came home, turned off the light, forgot to check everything. I was just exhausted. And then yesterday morning, I came and checked everything, and both ends of this thing were black. So in 24 hours, this thing went from perfectly fine to something bad's going on. So I had to snip both ends, and I've been panicking ever since, trying to make sure the rot doesn't keep going, and I think I have to cut a little bit more off of this. But yeah, I figured I would switch it over to the perlite with a little bit of water with, I do plastic wrap on top to try to create some humidity, and I actually have a humidifier coming in to hopefully help me. But my biggest thing is I think this thing wants to grow so bad. There is a growth spot on top. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to see that. You see that thing little sticking up off the top of it? A little bump. If I can feel it right here. That thing is where the leaf is going to go. And it looks like it's starting to bump up a little bit more than it did before. I'm just hoping that it'll start to grow before the rot goes too far and I'm able to like cut it, you know? I don't want to waste the money on this thing. I thought it was doing so good and then it just, but yeah. If you don't know, monasteries are Monastera albos have been pretty popular just because they're so beautiful, to be honest. For example, and this was a good deal, so it's not like I wasted, I guess, a lot in comparison. And normally I would never buy just a wet stick because I don't trust it. I like to have at least a leaf so that it can do its thing with chlorophyll and everything. So, but this thing was $100. This little stick right here, $100. And it's so sad. It has really good variegation on it, which was one reason why I wanted to get it. But fingers crossed it'll figure itself out. But yeah, thing was $100, and you can get full plants, or you can get like what people call a cutting, which is literally just this with a leaf, which would be like my silver sword. That was a node cutting, but I also had a leaf on it. But those can go for like $150, $200 depending on variegation, and like an actual just like a potted plant can go for more. I've seen them go for hundreds of dollars. So I tried doing the thrifty way, but I'm hoping it doesn't bite me in the ass. But yeah, fingers crossed. I'm hoping it works out. And who knows if it ends up going well. I would love to share this with everybody. Like I'd love to, you know, do giveaways and stuff like that. So fingers crossed. I think that's all of the stuff that I have. The only other thing that I have is some green onion that I just had in the drawer of my refrigerator, and I saw that it was in very bad shape. So I just trimmed off all the dead leaves and threw it in some water, and it's been perking up. It's just been going. Nothing pretty on it. It just is what it is. But that's all. That's all that I have today. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I can't wait to do an update video in probably another month to see how everything's going on and to see things grow, and hopefully no casualties, no plants getting put into the graveyard. So fingers crossed. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That does help a lot. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. I do want to put out, or I'm going to be putting out a new video once my mom's box gets here. And then from there, I don't have any ideas on the top of my head. But yeah, give me a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.